Welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right. Lo-fi as in low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. And it's Good News Friday, people. But we're in a rush because everybody's got things to do and places to be. But we all need our daily dose of goodness going into the weekend. So here we got some coming at you, all fast-paced like. Things in Lebanon have been tough for over a minute, aka well over a year. But now, finally, a new government has been formed, and this is good news indeed. But we'll bring you more on this Monday for sure, and let you know what this goodness is all about. Now, in the world of tech, Facebook has debuted their glasses that double as a video camera, because everyone remembers how well Google Glasses did, right? And we all were just hoping Facebook would come along and fix this. And in other Facebook news, the company is taking heat for putting up sexist job adverts on its platform. Damn, Facebook, it's almost like you only care about the money. We'll keep you updated, people, for sure. Now, moving out to South Korea, where smart sciencey folk have created a mechanical, aka robot, chameleon that actually works and changes colors depending on its environment. Because, sure, we need tanks that can change colors. Well done, sciencey folks. We normally love you, but we question your motives here. Now, let's turn back time to thousands and millions of years ago. But first, 2,000 years ago. Because in Mexico, archaeologists are still finding so many things under the giant pyramids, giving us more and more clues about where we come from and who we are. I mean, check this out, people. It's well worth it. Too often do we think of pyramids and we think of Egypt. But no, we have pyramids all over the world, and so much is still being found out. Now, out in Canada, paleontologists are unearthing the mothership. Not a spaceship, but rather an animal from about 500 million years ago that looks like a spaceship, hence the mothership. And this was a giant for its time, and most of its body was in fact its head. Really cool, take a look at the pictures. And you should look for this one because at its time, it was a giant. It was about the size of a human forearm. And we think, well, that's pretty small. We have the blue whales today that are massive. But 500 million years ago, life on Earth looked very, very different. And the scale of size was very, very different. And so take a read on this one and see where we came from even more. Intriguing, don't you think? And in other animal news, go back to today, a tenant moves out of a rent house. Or perhaps just leaves. When you hear this, you let me know. Because when the owner of the house came by to do a walkthrough, they found one python and 19 tarantulas. 19! Who the hell has this mix of pets? And what are you doing with all those spiders? And I'll give you one guess what U.S. state this was in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And no, it wasn't Florida. Leave Florida alone on this Good News Friday. It was Maine. But we do have some Florida news for you, kind of, I suppose. Question mark? Let's see. So it appears deceased mobster slash gangster slash mafia crime lord Al Capone's Florida home is going to be demolished. I mean, this really isn't even news. I mean, why do we care if some dead gangster's house from a bygone era is going to be destroyed? But I will say this. Many people think Al Capone died in Alcatraz, and that is simply not true. He was released for medical reasons and died several years later in Florida. And what did he die from? Syphilis. Take from that what you will. And on the same line of diseases and useless facts, college football returns. And because of it, you know what time it is. Oh, yes, you do. It's for our favorite lo-fi segment of the week. Talking Jiminy. That's right, Jiminy as in Jiminy Cricket, as in sports cricket, as in lo-fi sports talk time, aka translation needed, I don't speak sports. Oh yeah, if I have to hear about American football, everyone's going to hear about cricket. So translate the next headline for all the lo-fi loot of the week. From the BBC Sports Cricket section, No Balls, the Cricket Podcast. I'd offer you a nut, but COVID. And let me tell you, I already love this headline. It's apparently about a podcast, which I love, but I have no clue what it means. So here it is again. Translation needed, people. No Balls, the Cricket Podcast. I'd offer you a nut, but COVID. Ooh, coming from the BBC. Right in. What did that mean? Now to our second headline from Reuters' cricket section, because of course more than one media outlet covers cricket and has its own section for it. The headline: Cricket. Stokes not in T20 World Cup squad. Fast bowler Mills recalled. I repeat. Cricket. Stokes not in T20 World Cup squad. Fast bowler Mills recalled. Again, write in and let me know what these two headlines mean, because translation is surely needed. I don't speak sports. Now to the world of entertainment. It appears Judge Judy and her granddaughter are coming back to television. And who the hell is asking for this? I mean, really. And if you watch Judge Judy out there, know that I do love you. And in box office news at the cinema, Disney's Marvel Studios film Shang-Chi breaks Labor Day box office records, showing something we predicted early on was true. Hollywood is not dead just because of COVID. Lots of people thought cinema would die forever and streaming would take over. But that is simply not the case. Hollywood is way too rich and powerful to allow that to happen. Plus, lots of people just prefer seeing film in cinema. Simple as that. Now, heading off to space real quick, to Mars we go. Last week we talked about the largest sample of Mars rock on Earth going on view in Maine. But this week, the Mars rover collects its first of 40 rock samples to bring back to Earth. Good job, rover. You let us know when the other 40 are done. Oh, and NASA, let us know when you actually develop a plan to get those rocks back home. Because as we've reported on when this mission was first launched, NASA and the European Space Agency are teaming up to bring the samples back in about a decade, but do not have a working plan to do so as of yet. Funny, isn't it? NASA and the EU just winging space things? We'll keep you updated for sure. And a last piece of news to send you on your way to the weekend in Florida. Because yeah, we had to come back to you. A man plants a banana tree in a pothole because he's pissed the city won't fix the streets. And damn it, man, I feel you. New Orleans has this same issue going on. And in fact, the Gambit newspaper even used to hold a contest for the best dressed up potholes in the city, with some great entries years after years. Check them out. One of my personal favorites, a kid's Hot Wheel car stuck in a pothole. Looks pretty cool. And that's it. I'm done. I'm spent. I'm out for the weekend. But you know how to find me. And do you have top 10 ideas for next week? Send them on in. Do you have good news to share? Share it with us. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Peace and well-being to all my human beings out there. Much love and always the best. Pickering signing off, but never out.